In this video, I will be doing a review on another kind of live sound card, which is the F998 sound card. I'll also be showing you the setup if you will be recording to your phone. Let's say you want to record a cover song. Without further ado, let's get started. And there it is. This is the F998 live sound card. When you buy or get this kind of sound card, normally it comes with this one here. It comes with a manual and 3 cables. 2 of them are the TRRS, the one that has 3 lines on both ends, and one of these is type A to type C. This is to connect to your computer or for charging. And this device here, this will be the device I'll be using to do the recording. And this iPad here, this is going to be the source of my background music. This one here, this is just the BM800 condenser microphone, and the cable is this one to connect this one, 3.5 millimeter jack to XLR. And this earphone I will use to monitor the audio. And this lightning adapter I will always need because this phone here, or iPhone, does not have a headphone jack on it, so I always need this lightning adapter. Just to give you a heads up, if you do not have the right lightning adapter, you will not be able to record or do live streaming. Okay, and now let's start the connections. First, let's connect this BM800 condenser microphone. So as you can see, there is only one port here for a condenser microphone on this very end, so that's where we'll be connecting this microphone, and of course the other end to here. Now let's connect this earphone. I'm going to connect this one to the one for headset. Okay, so I'm connecting it to the one that says headset. And from here, so I will not be using this USB type A to C, as this is not low battery. And by the way, this one has a built-in battery on it, so it's not yet low battery, so I'm okay not using this type A to type C cord. Now I'm going to connect this phone to this F998 sound card for recording. So one end, you just have to select one from here, the one that has a phone's icon. So maybe let's select the very end over there. And now the other end I will connect to this lightning adapter. And then finally the other end I will connect to here. Okay, and now for the background music, it's up to you if you want to connect it using a cable, so using this one here, or using Bluetooth, because this one has a Bluetooth capability also, which means you can connect your background music to here wirelessly without a cable. Maybe let me show you first using this cable. So pretty self-explanatory. So just find here the one that says accompany. So the one right there, and that's where this other end is going to go. And the other end, you will connect to the headphone port of whatever source you have. It could be another phone, it could be a tablet, or like this, an iPad. Okay, there you go, we're all set. Now that we're all ready, let's now turn on this F998 live sound card. Just hold 2 to 3 seconds. And it should turn on. Okay, and from this phone or iPhone over here, again, as I mentioned earlier, I'll be simply using the built-in camera of this phone. So I'm going to be opening it right now, and of course I'm going to set it to video. Okay, there you go. So what I will be doing from here is that whatever is the recorded audio from this phone, I'll be syncing this one to this other video that I'm taking right now, so that by the time you watch this video, you can actually hear the actual recorded audio from this iPhone over here. Okay, so I am now going to start recording from here. Sound check, testing, 1 2 1 2 3 4. There you go. Whatever you're hearing right now, this is now the actual audio recorded from this phone over here. So the main thing that you have to remember on this sound card is the record volume knob, because if this is at 0, there won't be no audio being recorded into this phone. So right now I am setting it to about 95%. If I'm going to set this one to 0, I'm sure there won't be no audio. Okay, I'm gonna turn it low, maybe up to 0. Okay, so I believe I'm the only one who can hear my voice, and it was not recorded at all onto this phone. So again, that has to be on high. And for the microphone volume, so it's up to you, whatever you decide. If very self-explanatory, minus and plus. If you want it up, then turn it to the right. If you want it low, turn it to the left. Okay, and you have this equalizers over here, the treble, mid, and bass. If you want to have more treble, then turn this one to the right. Sound check. Testing 1 2 1 2 3 4. Sound check. And if you wanted to, maybe if you want it low, then of course turn it to the left. Sound check. Testing 1 2. Okay, so I'm just going to put it back to the middle, and same with the mid. If I'm going to turn it to the right, sound check, testing 1 2. That's kind of the max. And if I'm going to turn it to 0, sound check, testing 1 2. So that is what it sounds like. I'll put it back again to the middle. With the bass, if you want your voice to be thicker, then turn it to the right. Sound check, testing 1 2 1 2 3 4. And again, if you do not want that, let's say you don't want bass at all, then of course turn it to the left to 0. There you go. That's what it sounds like. Now I'm just going to put it back to the middle. There you go. Okay, and for this volume knob over here, is that the one that says special effects. What it is this is for the sound effects volume. So these are your preset sound effects. Just to give you a heads up, in this kind of a sound card, this sound effects over here are presets built in. You cannot edit them. You cannot add new ones. So these are fixed. Whatever are on here, that's it. You cannot add or you cannot edit them. Okay, so let's maybe try the first one. Okay, there you go. So again, if you do not want it that loud, so lower this one from here. So again, this one, the one that says special effects. Okay, I'll play this one again. Okay, so if you do not want it very loud, then just like that. So I set it to about maybe 8 o'clock. And if you wanted it a little bit louder, then turn this up. Okay, there you go. So same as the other ones over here. So this is pretty much the volume control of all the preset sound effects on here. So maybe let's try the next one. Okay, and 9277. Okay, and kiss. And gunshot. Okay, and yell. And laughter. Okay, POBG. Okay, and din din. Awesome.
Awesome!
Giggle. Applause. And slash. Okay, Mary. Awkward. Okay, and guys.
I love it. You guys are so great.
Okay. Anyway, that's pretty much the built-in sound effects on here. And this one over here, these are pretty much your preset reverb or vocal modes. Let's say the recording studio. So if you tap this one, sound check, testing 1 2. Just so you know, if the echo here is at 0, even if you select 1 from here, your voice will not change. So you have to add some echo first before you can find out or you can tell what is the difference of, let's say, recording and pro or pop or MC. So let's add echo to it. Maybe let's set the echo to about 11 o'clock. Okay, first let's try the recording studio. Okay, so this is the recording studio. Sound check, testing 1 2 1 2 3 4. And now let's try the next one, the pro. Sound check, testing 1 2. So this is now the pro. Sound testing 1 2. And now let's try the pop. Sound check, testing 1 2 1 2 3 4. Sound check. And now let's try the MC. Sound testing 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So it sounds like MC does not have lots of reverberation on it or echo. So maybe this is good for gaming or maybe podcasting. But again, it's all up to you. Now let's try the karaoke over here. Sound check, testing 1 2 1 2 3 4. So karaoke has lots and lots of reverb and echo on it. While the recording studio over here, let's try again. Sound check, testing 1, 2. So I think the recording studio has more on gain if you want to use this one. But again, if you have this kind of a sound card, feel free to test the preset or the preset reverb or vocal modes and select whatever is your preference. For this one over here, so it's like a lightning icon. That is the, maybe I'm gonna lower my reverberation to about maybe 9 o'clock. Okay, so this icon over here, this is your Autotune. So if I'm going to tap this one now. Okay, sound check, testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. As you keep tapping this one, your tone of your voice changes. I'll tap it again. Okay, sound check, testing 1, 2, and it tells you also what key is that. Okay, let's tap it again. Okay, so it says D major. That's the only one I understood. Okay, so anyway, if you want to turn this off, just simply select one from here. Let's say MC. Okay, there you go. Sound check, testing 1, 2. So you're now your normal voice. And for here, the voice changer over here, maybe I'm going to select Pro. Let's now try the voice changer. So it says change voice or voice changer. It's the same. Okay, you have four, I believe you have 4 different options on here. So let's try the first one.
Sound check, testing 1, 2, sound check. So that is the female sound or voice.
Sound check, testing 1, 2. So this is the male voice. Okay, let's try the next one.
Sound check, testing 1, 2. So this is like the baby sound or voice. Okay, let's try the last one.
Sound check, testing 1, 2. So this is the last one. This is the robot sound, or my daughter said this is a giant sound. Anyway, that's what it sounds like. Now to get out from this change voice or voice changer, just again tap 1 from here and you should be good. Maybe let's try pop.
Okay, there you go. So again, that's how you get out from this Autotune and change voice or voice changer. Just simply tap 1 from here and you should be good. Okay, let's say I put back the echo to 11 o'clock. And if for some reason you do not want effects or reverberation or echo to your voice, just simply tap Primal Sounds and your vocals should be flat without any echo or reverberation. Okay, sound check, testing 1, 2, sound check. So there you go. So even if the echo here is at 11 o'clock, your voice will be flat without any echo or reverberation. That is the use of that Primal Sound. Now, this mute button over here, if you are going to turn it on or tap that, so as you can see, it is solid color right now. If you turn this on, you will mute yourself, and as well as it will not be recorded on whatever you're doing. Let's say if I'm going to turn this on right now. Okay, there you go. So I believe it did not record my voice on this phone because I muted over here. So as I said, I did not hear my voice. And it did not record also on this phone. So same thing, if you are doing live streaming, if you turn on the mute button over here, they will not be able to hear you, as well as if you're playing sound or whatever music you're playing, it will not be recorded or being captured into your live streaming or recording. By the way, the background music volume control is over here, the one that says accompany. Okay, let's play this one. Okay, and if you want to lower it, simply lower it like that or turn it up as you like. And also, you can control the volume from your source of music itself. Okay, so let's do it like that. If you tap this one, you can lower it like that or turn it up. Okay, there you go. So again, you can control the volume of your music from the source of your music, and plus here, the one that is for accompany. Okay, so again, as I was saying, let's try the mute button over here. So let's play this one. Okay, so I can hear that as well as my voice. And if I'm going to tap mute over here. Okay, there you go. Okay, so I believe it did not record both my voice as well as the music over here when I turn on the mute button over here. And this voiceover button over here, this is equivalent to the Dutch feature or button on the other kinds of sound card. What it does is when you play a background music and when you talk, it lowers the volume of that background music you're playing. But when you stop talking, the volume of the music you're playing is supposed to go up. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, I'm going to turn this on now. Okay, there you go. Sound check testing 1 2 1 2 3 4. So as you notice, you could hardly hear the background music because I am talking and because the voice over here is turned on. But when I stop talking, there you go. So again, that is the use of this voiceover. And this Bluetooth over here, so as I mentioned earlier, you can connect this device to here wirelessly without any cable attached, without this cable over here. Okay, so I'm going to remove this cord over here. And I'm going to remove this one also over here. And now to connect your background music to this F998 live sound card wirelessly using the Bluetooth. So of course, whatever is your source of your music, just turn on the Bluetooth over there and it should be one from here. If it is your first time to connect it, it should show up at the bottom like this one here. So it says F998. But if you connected that already before, it should show up over here. So now what it will do is just simply tap the F998 to pair them. Okay, there you go. So they're now connected. So it says here F998 connected. Okay, let's get out from here and let's go back to YouTube song. And now, as you can see, I had removed already this cable over here and we already pair this iPad to this F998 sound card. Okay, let's try to play a music over here and let's see how loud it is. So same as I showed you earlier, the volume control you can control from this device itself. You can turn it up or down, and also you can turn it up over here. And by the way, this monitor over here, this is just for you to hear. And just take note, whatever you hear over here is not the same audio output from the record volume knob over here. So as I mentioned, even if the monitor here is on high and your record volume knob is at 0, then there won't be no audio recorded onto this phone. So again, record volume knob has to be on high all the time. And this monitor here, this is just for you to hear how loud it is you wanted it to be or to hear. Okay, so now control the volume of your background music, same as I showed you earlier. You can control it from here or from there. Okay, now let me show you to control the background music, which is pretty much the same as I showed you earlier. Okay, so if I'm going to turn it up or turn it down. Okay, there you go. Now let me show you the next button over here. So the Elimination. And what it does is if you are going to play a music that has vocals like this one here right now. Okay, let me show you. But they learn from what's left behind. Okay, there you go. So as you heard that, it has vocals on it. Now, if you want to somehow remove the vocals so you can sing along with that, you can. So this is the feature on that. So you just tap this one, it will remove somehow. So it's not necessarily mean that it will remove 100%. It depends on how the music is uploaded to YouTube or being recorded. Some of them maybe 80% or 50%. Some of them is still there. Even if you turn on the elimination, it did not change at all. So again, it depends on the music. Okay, let's try this one here. Okay, I'll play this one again. Okay, and I am going to turn on the elimination. Okay, I'm going to turn it now. There you go. There you go. So as you notice, at least it somehow removed the vocals, and it's now like a karaoke song that you can sing along if you would like. Okay, there you go. Maybe let me give you a short sample on that. Okay, maybe I'm going to select recording studio. Okay, sound check testing 1 2 1 2 3 4. I'm gonna play this one again, and maybe I'll sing along with this maybe a little bit. My heart, things have fallen apart, but I know that I don't want you to go. Okay, there you go. So anyway, that is the use of this elimination over here. And now this internal play over here, if you are going to connect this sound card to a laptop and you're doing a recording or streaming in that same laptop, then this internal play matters. So what it does is as soon as, so right now, as you notice, it's blinking right now. So what it is when you record a song on your laptop and at the same time you're playing music from your laptop, as long as this one is blinking, it will record both your vocals or your voice plus your background music. The same thing if you're doing live streaming, your audience can hear your voice as well as the music you're playing. But as soon as you press this one, so let's press this one right now. So now that it is solid, so it's not blinking anymore. So what it means is that when you play a music, whether you're recording or doing your streaming on that same laptop, you connected this F998, the music you're playing will not be captured on your recording or streaming. So they can only hear your voice, but not the music you are playing. So that's what it means. So again, since we're not connecting this one to a laptop, it doesn't matter even if this one is turned on or turned off. It only matters if this 998 live sound card is connected to a laptop and at the same time you are recording and doing streaming on that same laptop. And this denoise button over here, in my opinion, it's good to turn this on because this helps. It somehow remove or at least minimize the unwanted noises surrounds you. Maybe a fan, if a fan is going on, at least this will lower that noise. And now let me show you a quick recording sample. So what I'll do is I'm going to select this song over here. So my volume over here is about 90%. And on here, accompany, I am going to set it maybe about 60% on here for the volume of this background music. And I'm setting my echo to about 11 o'clock. And the microphone I am setting to about 2 o'clock. And from here, I am going to select karaoke vocal mode. And from here, maybe I'm going to lower my treble to about 10 o'clock. And I will increase my bass to about 2 o'clock. Okay, there you go, sound check. And now let me show you a quick recording sample. Come back to me and I'll guarantee all the tenderness and love you'll ever need. This time I'll be sweeter. Our love will run deeper. I won't mess around. I won't let you down. Have faith in me. Okay, there you go. So anyway, that should be your audio output if you will be maybe setting like the one that I showed you. And there you go. That is all I can share for today. I hope this video gives you an idea on how to use this F998 sound card with all its features. And if you think I am missing something on here that you know that I did not mention, please feel free to make a comment below. Or if you have questions, just leave me a comment below. Okay, thanks again guys for watching. If you like this type of video, please give it a like. And if you want more of this type of videos, consider subscribing if you haven't done yet. And hit the notification bell so you are always updated for all the upcoming videos I will be posting. Keep safe and until next time.